さんこんにちは。Muditāのゆぎめいです。芸術が人をつなげるというテーマにオンラインのインタビュー企画を行っております。今回のゲストはMuditāヨーロッパ代表のカタリーナ・ダフナさんです。Muditāの代表として来年に予定されている芸術教育のワークショップをはじめ、ヨーロッパでの芸術家、音楽家の発掘など、日本の芸術教育を促進するために全力を尽くす彼女は優秀なピアニストでもあります。毎日のピアノとの時間が、そして今までピアノを通して出会ってきた先生や仲間たちが、どのようにして彼女が思う芸術を学ぶ大切さに影響を受けてきたのかについてご注目ください。
We have a special guest today, one of our Mudita team member, Katarina Dafna. Thank you so much for taking your time to join this interview. First of all, can you introduce yourself and give us your background?
So I'm Katarina Dafna. I was born in Israel, raised in Serbia, and I am now studying piano and music pedagogy in Austria. I also work as a piano teacher for special children and people, like people with special needs, and also for non-special people and children.
So how and why did you decide to start learning piano?
So I had like two phases of learning piano. The first one was like every child that just wants to play. So I didn't really have a teacher. I just had somebody who kind of explained, but like never really wanted to work with me because I don't have absolute hearing, which was then, it meant that I'm not talented. And then when I moved to Europe, I was 10. And then I started like really practicing every day, going to music lessons and so on.
Yeah, I remember I was just so impressed. Like you're like already playing Chopin's ballad, like when you were 17. It was just seventh year, you know, when you started learning piano formally. So she's a gifted prodigy.
No, I'm far from a prodigy, but there's actually a really good story about how I came so fast to the Chopin phase. And when I moved to Europe, I kind of didn't know the language at that time really well, and I didn't have any friends, and it was just a big shock for me from Israel to Serbia, which is like a really different mentality country and everything. And so the only thing I knew how to do was to play the piano. And so I was really literally practicing every day, like every second I could. So basically that's how you get somewhere, I think.
As a pianist, would you mind to like talk briefly about like some of the uniqueness of the instrument piano, like comparing with other instruments?
Playing the piano is scientifically proven to help with all the brain activities. And it's scientifically proven to connect the two hemispheres that usually don't get connected during everything we do during the day. Why? Because we use the left and the right hand the same amount. Also, we use the feet. And so basically, all of our body is just making music. And I think singers have it as well, but singers give the music. And we just sit in front of it and we take the music. And I think this is the special thing about playing the piano.
Yeah. What is the most memorable performance you did in the past?
Well, the most memorable concert was with an orchestra. We played a piece that has not been played for a long time. And it's a keyboard concerto from Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach. That's the son of Bach, which I want just to take a moment to say is the biggest genius that I've played in my life. Back to the concert, it was just, it was in Belgrade, in Serbia. And as I'm not from Belgrade, I expected nobody to be there, but there people were just standing. It was like no more seats. And I went on stage and my first face was like somebody came, and then as I came to play, I just felt really thankful that I could choose the piece, that I could choose something so unique to play, because I could have taken something else that everybody. I chose to do my work and my research on the style, and I am very happy about this, and you can see it in my YouTube channel, the whole video.
Do you think there is a relationship between music and human connection?
I can only say that in every concert that I play, I always like to talk about the pieces that I play, because for me, I know a history about this piece, I know the style, I know the composer's life story, I know a lot of things, but somebody who just came to listen to a concert doesn't. And I think it's very important to give them a bit of your knowledge before you give them a bit of your music. When you get into music without any musical background and knowledge, I think it's very hard to listen and to make something out of it, an emotion, a thought, whatever. So this is the first thing that people have to learn to do. And after that, it's just about the music.
Do you think music can make us better person?
That's a hard one. Well, I think it can make us different. I think it has a lot to do with empathy. I think you cannot be a good musician if you don't have empathy. From my experience, if you teach children music, they will be more empathical.
How do you think did the experience with the music shape you as a person?
When I was about 13, I got very sick, and I had an eating disorder that was very, very serious, and nothing could get me to eat and nothing could get me to get better. And one day my piano professor came to me and said, listen, if you don't start eating now, I'm gonna make sure you never play the piano in your life again. And this was such a wake-up call, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna change everything. And this is what saved my life, actually. Then I was 15, 16, and I went to high school away from home, and I had this other professor that was like the opposite. She was very mad all the time and very strict and like really awful. But she taught me a life lesson that being strong and just like doing your own thing, no matter what is said to you, is the best thing you can do. And then I came to Till, to Austria, and he changed me back to this person who is not like showing all the time that I can do it, but I'm just giving what I want you to receive. So all three professors taught me so much, like so much. And I don't think I would be the person that I am today if I wouldn't have them, no matter how they were.
Yeah.
So musical education changed me.
Do you have any messages to the people who are about to kind of inclined to start learning piano or music?
Yeah, absolutely. It will be hard in the beginning, and you will think, okay, I have had enough, I don't want to do this anymore. But keep going, push through. Why? Because someday you will sit at a family dinner after this whole Corona thing is over, and you will be able to play a song, and everybody will just, be very emotional, because this is what you do with music. You get people to feel your emotions. And so keep pushing, and if you need help, don't go to Google, just write a pianist, and we are very nice people. I would like also to say that it is something you can never lose. So even if you get dementia when you're old, this is what you will remember to do.
Yeah.
It helps, this is scientifically proven, to slow down the process. It helps also with mental health. It also helps with your emotional stability, which for me, it's a very big deal in this era today.
So you asked your professor about anecdote.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
So I was at this age where you kind of start getting into a bit of trouble in school, and you want to be cool, so you want to, do what everybody else are doing. And my professor went with me to a piano competition. You are so nervous before playing, and especially in competitions, for me, it's just even more nerve-wracking. It was building, and the stress was building, and I went out and I played it very good. And as soon as I came down the stage, she told me, you don't need drugs, you don't need alcohol, you don't need cigarettes, you don't need a man, this is what you need. And I was like, yes, because all the hormones are still jumping up and down. And so this is for me, I will never forget this moment.
Thank you so much for taking your time. It's a fabulous interview, and I had so much fun. Thank you again so much.
Kisses from Vienna. Bye.